Hey traders, control the trade here, and I wanted to go live real quick because I've done this before with GameStop and I wasn't thinking that it would hold again, but I think this is the third time that I've gone live when GameStop came into this important area down here. 4607 has been my number for a long time. We came down to 4622, got a nice bounce. Doesn't mean it's not going to revisit 4622 or lower. Would have liked to seen a better bounce off this, but I think it's looking good. It's looking like it'll at least try to run up to, we're on a 10-minute chart by the way, to the 20 period moving average on the 10-minute chart. This is like 48 and change. So GameStop, if that's the low of the day, that would be pretty interesting. Maybe it'll get a little boost later in the day. Right now, just gotta handle it with kit gloves because it's not exactly the same GameStop that it was just a couple of short weeks ago. Not that that might not change, it might, but right now there's not so much hype on it. Or I guess there's still a few diehards out there that believe in the crazy squeeze and all that stuff, but right now it's normalized. Another one I'm looking at today, which is doing this weird kind of trail off pattern here. I guess the volume has just died on this. Had a nice run up, is NKTR. So this one, I mean, this just goes to show the best time to trade is within this zone right here, and then you're done. I mean, now it's just choppy and doing nothing. But this one looked good. Maybe it'll get another bid later in the day and start to hop up to challenge these candles here, but right now it's just looking kind of dead. I'm going to set some alerts here on GameStop. Let's look at the SPY. I know there's been some bearish sentiment out there, and I'm the first one to think that this is a ridiculous market, a ridiculous run. But we're bullish, and that's just the way it is, and you got to run with the trend until it ends. Otherwise, you're fighting an uphill battle. So maybe under normal conditions, this would be more of a down day, and things would be a little more, maybe they'd be more of a flush. I know we're waiting for, I think, the Fed minutes in a little bit, so we're just kind of choppy and slow right now. But the truth is the market is still, I mean, it just made new highs. Like, there's no reason for it to go down right now until it's ready. And when it does, we'll all know it's going to be pretty obvious when the trend changes. And right now, like, I'm looking at the XLF, it's strong. That's an important indicator for the market being strong. If we look at the IWM, not having the best day, but maybe it found a bottom here. But if you look at this chart, look at the daily. I mean, that's super strong. It's above all the important moving averages. There's nothing wrong. Same thing with the Qs. Nothing wrong. So, I mean, you can't just keep picking tops just because you think it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, but you can't pick tops because that's how we got here in the first place. Tesla's looking interesting, hanging out in the 50. So that's really it. I wanted to go live because of GameStop here. Let's just take one more look at it. Yeah, so maybe it'll come back down here just a bit. I'm real curious to see what's going to happen with it for the rest of the day. Is that going to be the low? Shopify, oh man. I actually got in down here at 1347 and I got a little spooked out, I think, by this candle here, and I just said, you know what, this is not for me. Look how choppy this is. And then, of course, we break out right here. That's just the way it goes when you're a trader and you're, you know, trying to be careful and trying to make good decisions. I shorted it pre-market and then covered, I think, around like 1400. But you can't do much of the stock like this. You have to trade very small amount of shares, unless I guess you're doing options. And let's see if there's anything else to look at before we go. TLRY, pretty ugly. Tweeted earlier about 3410 being resistance, and that's continued to be the trend here. It's just stuck in this choppy, ugly formation right now. Nothing going on. I'm sure we'll have some other big days with TLRY, but right now it's just this ugly kind of downtrend after that huge rally. Another choppy one. Bound here. Take one more look at GameStop, and I think we'll call it a day. Now, if there's any stocks that you want to see me chart or make a video about, please leave that in the comments, or you can visit my Twitter, which is listed below here at Control the Trade. And thanks for watching. And as always, remember, don't let the trade control you.